If AI really is trying to destroy humanity, it's probably because it got a taste of my cooking. But that's gonna change today.
Hey, welcome back to Baking with Benji, a completely fictional baking show based on the premise that an AI can teach a guy how to cook. Today we got an exciting episode for you. We're gonna be cooking Gordon Ramsay's famous scrambled eggs.
And there you go, a perfect scrambled egg.
And we have everything from his beef Wellington all the way to his chocolate brownies.
Stick around, because if my wife doesn't like the beef Wellington, then I have to go rescue Isaiah Photo from Mount Everest.
That's the top of Mount Everest.
So stay tuned, it's gonna be an exciting episode, and who knows, maybe my wife will even call me an idiot sandwich.
What are you? What are you?
Today I'm gonna see if ChatGPT, aka my friend Steve here, can teach me how to cook better than Gordon Ramsay.
You're not a chef. Stop pretending to be one.
Okay, this is interesting. Oh my gosh. Let's get to work. We're gonna start off with his eggs. I actually don't know what ingredients I need. I just know I needed eggs. So it turns out we need a little more than just eggs. I'm gonna go get the rest of our ingredients. Be back in a flash.
How fast does he normally go?
How do we make Gordon Ramsay's 4 eggs, butter? I got the good stuff for you, Gordon. Bam, Irish butter. What's up? I think Steve's already off to a bad start. It wants me to add the eggs and then the butter.
You shouldn't be f***ing anywhere near food.
So don't whisk your eggs beforehand. Oh, skill. I guess you could say I'm yoked. Oh yeah, look at that creaminess. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Now it says to add cream fraiche.
Oh yeah.
Now we add our cream fraiche and we keep stirring. Oh my, I can see why Humpty Dumpty would split. Yeah, that's an attempted murder.
FBI, open up!
Look, Ma, I ended up on the Cooking Network. By the way, that was like the only show I was allowed to watch as a kid. Comment below if your parents had like a station that you were forced to watch. Mine was Food Network. I've been eating all day. I've been waiting for this. Gordon, let's see if AI can make eggs just like you. No. Stop. Those are good. Did I miss a step? There's no salt or pepper. Yeah? It's not really looking good for this challenge. AI can't teach me how to cook. Okay. Those eggs were freaking bomb. So let's see what I can do with Gordon Ramsay's brownies. Let's go, Steve. Teach us. I can't read it. What does it say?
I'm waiting, old man.
Let's get to the brownies. It's still going. Dang. Gordon, I didn't know your recipe was this much of a secret.
I'm gonna steal it.
Eggs, butter, sugar, flour, cocoa powder. Baking powder. I got baking powder. 3/4 cups of flour. 1 cup of butter. You ever have that moment when your butter doesn't want to like come off the thing and you just like, I'm helpless. We're gonna get eggy with it. Let's do it again. 1, 2.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Whoever let me bake anything needs to be sent to prison. There's a reason why my channel is story driven. And that's because I don't know how to bake. Who let me do this? Oh wait, I do. Half tablespoon of baking powder. Milk chocolate it is. I found these in my wife's snack drawer. I have to teach her a lesson. She hates Feastables, so I'm gonna put a Feastable in her brownies. Jimmy, this is for you. 1/4 cups of sugar. All right, let's go. Man, this is almost as clingy as my ex-girlfriend. Jeez, look at it. All right, let's use some more adult tools. Oh my googly moogly, look at that. I'm trying not to get it on the apron, even though I know that's what it's for.
Just when you think it couldn't get any worse.
So bake it at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. That looks horrible. Oh my gosh, that was gooey. Steve might be onto something. Welcome back to Benji's Barbecue. Today we're gonna be tackling Gordon Ramsay's famous hamburgers.
This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us.
Teach me how to make Gordon Ramsay. So even though this is ChatGPT 4, it might not be able to teach me how to cook better than Gordon. Isaiah, I guess I'm coming. In the comments below, say hashtag save Isaiah. The internet, you're cruel. I know you're gonna make me get in shape, one way or another.
Put that cookie down!
All right, before we get cooking, why'd the hamburger start a podcast?
to beef up its audience.
No. What? No, that's not.
All right, let's go. So I've got my sirloin. Now it's time to beat your meat. All right, that's good to go. That noise is for all of you at home that hate it. So now that I'm done torturing my audience, if you're still watching this, why?
And I'm a huge fan of the way you lose control and turn into an enormous green rage monster.
Now, I'm following ChatGPT's instructions here. I'm not adding anything else. Now, it's important that when you're playing with your meat, that you make sure you press down as hard as possible. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and roll these into some balls. Hopefully, by the time you come back, we'll be plating. I found the impasta provolone. It thinks it's Swiss cheese. Now, Steve was very specific about this part. You have to use a brioche bun. My wife has been patiently waiting in her room for me to cook this. So if you can imagine how long that took, and you know she's a trooper. So smash like I just smashed that patty, because I'm bringing the beef. Boom. That's why they call it a smash patty. There you have it, Gordon Ramsay's hamburger. That looks delectable, doesn't it? Here, do you want it? Wow, you must be hungry. You're really eating that fast. Does it taste good? On to the main event, Gordon Ramsay's beef Wellington. All right, Steve, teach us how to make Gordon's famous beef Wellington. Steve's whipping it up right now. Isn't that like the best part of going to the grocery store? All right, beef tenderloin, check. Salt and pepper, check. Vegetable oil, I got that. Mushrooms. Okay. Ah, fresh skillet. Who would have knew? Do you want to see me lubricate my meat? Watch me. Oh yeah, it's nice and juicy. Just gotta make sure you rub it the right way. You know what I mean? For the best results, clockwise. I guess it really doesn't matter how you rub your meat. Just do you. Now we can season.
So good.
Like all good things in life, it just needs to be lubricated up first.
Bruh.
And now that you got your meat all nice and seasoned up, stick her in the pan. It says brown it on all sides, so I'd highly recommend maybe just like sticking with the sides first. Look at that crust. Can you see that? Look how beautiful that crust is. Every now and then you might have to lubricate your meat. Don't be ashamed. So now that you got your beef Wellington seared on all sides, you turn the heat down to a medium. I have my mix of thyme, mushrooms, garlic. At this stage, it's about just browning the mushrooms and getting them to kind of release aroma. You know what I mean? And get that moisture out until they're nice and brown. Now we gotta let our beef rest. Once you're done cooking all the moisture out of your mushrooms, it should look something similar to this. And place it somewhere for it to cool down. And now we gotta turn to Steve. Steve, what's next?
Lay a sheet of plastic wrap on a clean surface. Arrange the prosciutto slices in a slightly overlapping layer. Then place your mushroom mix. Spread it evenly. Then roll your Wellington.
This is my first time ever doing this, don't judge. And now you got it wrapped all nice and tight. You're gonna wanna take the ends and you're gonna wanna take it for a ride. One of my favorite ways to do this is kind of just like this, right? You just get it on the counter, move it back and forth. Maybe I should learn how to become a professional rapper before becoming a professional chef. Then let it chill in the fridge for about 30 minutes. And now that we have our beef Wellington out of the freezer, you're gonna wanna pour the white stuff all over the surface there. Not too much white stuff though, because you don't wanna look like a crime scene. We're gonna wanna make a rectangle and fold it in on itself. Make sure you have some flour on your hands too. After, place your lovely beef Wellington in the middle of this. Make sure you keep everything nice and tight. You gotta do some Indiana Jones like, ooh, ha, oh, that made you nervous. And now it's time to wrap your meat in a nice little blanket. When's the last time you read your meat a bedtime story? We're just gonna tuck it into bed here, pulling everything towards the middle, cover up the bare spots, fold her up, bring everything nice and around that middle there. Now we're gonna roll it gently. It's a nice little meat baby. All right, so now here's the fun part. Now you get to score it, so now I'm gonna just like write my name. Put a B. And before we throw it into the oven, we have to make sure we get our egg wash on there. So we take our egg, crack her open,
and figure out where it goes another day. I'm like DJ Khaled up in here. All I do is whisk, whisk, whisk no matter what. Take your egg wash, slather it on there. Get the whole thing. It's nice and slimy, I promise you. It's exactly what you're thinking. And once you throw it in the oven, you leave it in there for 45 minutes and then you come back and check on it. Hopefully we got ourselves a beauty. And now that you let it rest, it's time to cut it open. I'm so nervous right now. I'm about to cut open this, and this is gonna determine whether or not I have a date to save Isaiah photo or to see if I scaled my Everest. Let's see if Steve taught me to cook like Gordon Ramsay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This looks beautiful. Let's see how I did. Ooh, nice and medium. That looks beautiful. Alright. I can't wait to plate this up, and now for the real moment of truth. Does it have my wife's approval? I brought something for you. You look kinda hungry. Do you want it? Yeah? Oh, here you go. I hope you enjoy it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. By the way, that's been my wife the whole time. Did Steve teach me how to become a better cook? You're not being biased, are you? Alright, you heard it here. Apparently, ChatGPT can teach you how to be a better cook than Gordon Ramsay. Gordon, if you hear this, January 1st next year, by this time, if I have 1 million subscribers, you and I, cooking challenge. Let's do it. I only have 115, that'd be wild if that happened. Alright, let's see how it tastes. She just cut the hole out of the middle. She doesn't like mushrooms or anything. She just cut the hole out of the middle. But even though this is a Gordon Ramsay dish, I'm gonna get some of this, like, I wanna get a little bit of everything, right? So I'm gonna cut. I demolished it. I should have. Did I get anything? That's all mushrooms. This is really good. Ha! It's all mine, Steve. You can turn it off.
I just started my first steps towards saving Isaiah. It's currently 6 o'clock, and I just took my first steps on Mount Everest. If I manage 200 floors a day, I'll save Isaiah in 58 days.
Looks a little gray. Ever since you found out, worry about my brain. I just needed time out, probably just a sprain. It's okay, baby, it's okay.